Hello, my name is Jonah. Today I will be discussing the drama of Scripture by Craig G. Bartholomew and Michael W. Goheen. The biblical narrative begins with creation. However, when Satan tempts Adam and Eve to eat of the forbidden fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the fall occurs. This introduces the main problem of the biblical narrative, sin. However, God has a plan. He sends his son, Jesus Christ, to die on a cross and be resurrected. This is the solution to that problem. And then, after he is resurrected, we, the church, now spread the word of the gospel to every nation. We do this in preparation for the future, when God will come down with his kingdom. The main theme and end goal of the Bible is redemption. God tries to initiate redemption through Abraham. He makes a covenant with him that his descendants will be a blessing. Unfortunately, Israel needs to be redeemed as well. So God sends Jesus down to die and be resurrected. Some of the main scriptural passages begins with Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. However, in Genesis 3:6-7, we see Adam and Eve eating of the forbidden fruit. This leads God to curse them in Genesis 3:15. However, by Genesis 3:12, 2-3, by Genesis 12, 2-3, God is sending his redemption. He makes his covenant with Abraham that his descendants will be a blessing to the nations, a light to the world. In John 19:17, however, after Israel's failure, God sends his son, the ultimate redemption, to die on a cross. John 20:19-20 sees Jesus revealing his resurrected body to his disciples. In Acts 8:4, we see how the church is becoming a full force. They are spreading the word even when they're scattered. Revelation 21:1-4 shows how the end of time will come. All of creation will be gathered to God. He will come down with his kingdom. We see his holy city descending to be reunited with earth. The early church and Jesus relate to the fall and the creation because Jesus is the renewal of creation. We, the early church, we are the new Israel. It is our job to be a light to the nations, just as Israel's job was. We can see this in Acts 6:7. This is how we connect. The disciples and the people are doing what their appointed task. They're spreading the word. Acts 20:24 shows the mindset of only wanting to spread the word, just as we have to do. That should be our concern. The church's place in the narrative is as the new Israel. Therefore, the narrative's place for the church is as God's chosen people. As one of God's chosen people, according to Scripture, my place is to be a missionary to all that I meet and all that I do. Some of the insights that I gathered from seeing the Bible as one cohesive narrative include seeing it as a less random assortment of books and more as a plot. I see it as driving forward to the end goal, God redeeming creation. Some problems I still have are thinking of why do Christians have to give so much sacrifice? If you look at this, you can see that God just wants us to rely more on him.